So here I went diving at Sunnyside Beach Park in Steilacoom, Washington. This is my favorite dive site. It's a nice silt flat with a seagrass bed habitat in the intertidal zone, and there's a sewer pipe that creates a little reef further out. But here we have dozens of snake pricklebacks gathering around me, and we have a speckled sanddab here coming to say hello as well. It's really remarkable. This happened to me last time. The pricklebacks just gravitated towards me and got really close. There's a red rock crab scurrying away. That's I think it's a longnose or a sharp-nosed crab. And this is the second mating pair of helmet crabs I've seen at Sunnyside this month. So it seems to be their season. It's nice to see that love is in the air, or rather in the water. And there's another speckled sanddab approaching. There are the helmet crabs again. The smaller fish tended to really like my light and my presence in general, and they would approach me and stay in close proximity, which was wonderful. Here we have a roxel running away from me. Roxels and speckled sanddabs, it looks like. No, just sanddabs, right. 3 of them all at once, and this is wonderful. This guy got right beneath me. And I was very, very excited about this. As you can see, I had to just I can't describe it. It's just so heartwarming. And then there's a graceful crab right there. A lot of the footage I got from this dive was out of focus. I didn't realize the focal length available to me, and so I got a lot of close-ups, but they weren't clear, so it is sad. Here's another here's an actual roxel swimming in the column. A lot of the roxels are more skittish. I think it's because they think I'm a seal or something. I pose a threat. The smaller fish don't seem to fear me, though. Probably not seal food. There's another little graceful running away. The graceful's were very, very skittish as well. You kind of see the opposite with I saw the opposite with invertebrates. The smaller ones were more afraid of me, and the larger ones were more chill. Here's another roxel. This place is just a roxel paradise. It's shallow water. This was just flatfish paradise in general. Lots of places to hide. They blend in very well. There's another roxel. I may not be able to see it due to YouTube compression, I fear. He blends in very well, but I am very good at spotting them. There's another roxel right there. See him moving away. As you can tell, they don't need to bury themselves to make themselves invisible. Here is Sir Pinch, a red rock crab, just chilling. He's preparing to make some sort of move, but he's sizing me up, and I too am sizing him up. And you can just look at the claws on this guy. It's just can do some serious damage with those. Put my hand there for a size comparison. He looked a lot bigger through the goggles, or the mask, sorry. Here are the helmet crabs again. I figured I would visit them and see how they're doing. They're doing very well. By the end of my dive, they were running away from that piece of tubing. The males will hold the females in an embrace after the female molts like that, and so he'll carry her around wherever, and she just hangs out. Here's another Roxel, Lepidopsida bilineata. He did a very interesting fin movement there. There's a plumose anemone. And this is Sinister Snips, Sir Pinch's rival. They're probably not actual rivals, or maybe they are, I don't know. It's just anthropomorphizing them a bit, giving them some character. He was hiding in this half-buried tire. There's another Roxel that let me get a little bit closer, which was wonderful. This is the closest I got to a Roxel this dive. And away he goes. You can see they prop themselves up like that when they rest on the seafloor. They don't bury themselves at all. And there's Sinister Snips again, getting a little bit startled. This is a speckled, or that was a speckled sanddab. This is a Roxel again. And away he goes. I don't like to chase him for too long. I get the hint. So the color grading is all over the place. I was playing around with different brightnesses on the video light, and obviously sometimes I couldn't get as close, so it's a bit obnoxious. This is back in the eelgrass bed. This is another red rock crab. Don't know why he is skittish. The other two red rock crabs were not, and they had less cover. I missed it until I watched the video back, but there was a gunnelfish right there beside him. A pen point or a saddleback. This is when I really started noticing the gunnels in the eelgrass. We got one coming up here, you can see him. And then we got another. It appears to be a saddleback, but judging by the eye marks, it could be a pen point. This is a sand lance, or a pipefish of some sort. I think it's too girthy to be a pipefish, but yeah, probably a sand lance. Just one. Normally I see them in schools around the eelgrass beds, but just one this time. This is a Roxel, but it doesn't look like a Roxel because of how skinny it is. And you can tell because of the pupil shape. Yeah, that's everything. Goodbye.